Look at what I got.
What?
I was talking to the camera. Look at what I got. Pachira aquatica. It's known as the money tree. They had some of these on sale in the local grocery store in their kind of sad collection of houseplants. But I know that this just isn't a decorative braided tree. No. This is actually the edible Malabar chestnut. Not a money tree. It's a food tree. Get up in the morning time, making biscuits. Get up in the middle of the noonday biscuits. Get up in the afternoon, making biscuits. Get up in the middle of the nighttime biscuits. Get up in the morning time, making biscuits. So what am I doing with Pachira aquatica, Malabar chestnut? This is a tropical. Why would I think I could grow this in Alabama? I am zone 8. This is like zone 1 million. This is totally a tropical tree. But I've come up with a solution that will allow me to grow some tropical plants beyond the tropics. And it's not that expensive. This greenhouse is cheap. $239 on Amazon. And I got the idea because of Dan at Plant Abundance. He got this model. And I'm out of time. There's a greenhouse that's being built on this property, but it's not done yet. And we had a near frost experience. And so I said, well, here we go. I have to get one right now or I'm going to lose something very, very important. What could be so important? I'm glad you asked. I have 225 coffee seedlings in here. That may seem excessive, but you never know if we might be facing a supply line collapse and the end of the world as we know it. And the last thing I want to be without is coffee. You'll notice also that I have barrels in here full of water. If you've read my book, Push the Zone, you know why I do this. These barrels are for thermal mass. They will keep it from freezing in here on a cold night, and they keep it from getting super hot during the day. They act as temperature moderators thanks to the thermal mass of all that water. This is sort of a higgledy-piggledy mess right now of all kinds of bits and pieces because we had to get ahead of the freeze. I didn't get a chance to put shelves in here. Normally I would set these barrels up and I would put shelves across them and they would be beautiful and we could double stack things, but instead we threw everything in here down to that jabuticaba in the back corner and we just went for it. Like, okay, we're done. Banana's gotta go in, moringa's gotta go in, coffee's gotta go in, and we just really didn't have any time to spare. So this will get set up properly later, but I wanted to give you a first look. This is what the whole greenhouse looks like from the side. It is a 10 by 20. It has steel in it, bolts together, and I also stuck T-posts in the ground and lashed it to those to make sure it doesn't blow over. It does come with some little weird stick in the ground like tent peg things, but that's not quite enough. For the price, this is not bad. This is quite tolerable. The last one that I bought, a prefabricated kit, I spent about 500 bucks for it. It was around the same size as this one. This one seems pretty tough, pretty sturdy. It had good reviews on Amazon. Dan seems to be happy with his. We'll see how it lasts after some wind and after some rain and after some sun. But what I'll do is after the winter, I've only got about 4 months where I've got to protect stuff. And after that, I'll take the top of it off and I'll fold it up and we'll put it away so it's not in the sun and the UV of the southern sun is not beating down on it and cracking it. But this is going to allow me to keep stuff alive and it will give me a place to start some cuttings, and when I get some benches and stuff in there, we will see how it works and how it goes and how much use we can get out of it. Right now is a stopgap. Let's not lose our coffee supply, but in the future I'm hoping it will be a better productive space for propagation, and not just keeping stuff through the winter, but actually actively propagating things that we can put out in the spring. But we're gonna have to get some benches and stuff set up for that. If you want to learn more about pushing the zone and what I think about greenhouses and various lower tech methods to keep plants alive through the winter, particularly pushing plants out of their natural growing range and up into colder climates, check out my book, Push the Zone, The Good Guide to Growing Tropical Plants Beyond the Tropics. And I'll give you updates on this greenhouse in the future, and we will find out whether or not it works long term. For now, I'll put a link to the greenhouse below, but I am not endorsing it. It's strong enough, it's looking really good right now, and it got us through one frost, but it's gonna have to prove its mettle over a period of time before I say, hey, yeah, go ahead and get this made in China piece of plastic and metal. There you go. Catch y'all next time. And until then, may your thumbs always be green.